Welcome back. Let me ask you something. Straightforward. Have you ever gone no contact, convinced that silence alone would make her miss you, only to realize she's not breaking? That the woman you thought would come crawling back just kept posting, kept laughing, and even started glowing? That hollow feeling you felt? That wasn't weakness. That was truth revealing itself. That was the moment you realized a tactic is not a transformation. Today, I'm going to tell you something very few men ever hear. No contact often fails because it's built on the wrong foundation. You're trying to use your absence as a weapon without realizing that weapon is empty. The truth is, you cannot make her miss you. You can only become someone she cannot forget. If you are ready to stop playing games and start the real work, take a deep breath. Because we are about to dive into why your silence isn't working, and why something far more powerful, absolute indifference, is the key. Most men, when they go no contact, unconsciously turn themselves into a black hole. Think about it. What defines a black hole? Its absence. Its emptiness. Its entire power is based on pulling in. It is a void in space, desperate for anything to fall into it. When you go no contact, with a heart full of revenge, or with the desperate hope she'll come back, you are becoming a black hole. Your energy is pulling. You're watching her social media. You're checking if she saw your story. You're analyzing her every move. You are silent, but your silence is screaming neediness. And she, unconsciously, feels that pull. She feels your void. And it isn't attractive. It's draining. It's needy. She doesn't see a strong man. She sees a trap. Now think about the opposite. A star. What defines a star? Its own presence. It doesn't try to pull anything in. It simply burns. It generates its own light, its own heat, and its own gravity from its own fiery core. Planets don't try to orbit the star. They are simply pulled into its orbit because the star's mass and energy are irresistible. This is the core difference. The black hole needs. The star is. The silence you're practicing is a black hole. The absolute indifference we are exploring is becoming a star. Here is the first coaching question for you. What is your energy right now? Are you trying to pull her into your emptiness, or are you busy generating your own light? Why are we by default black holes? Why do we need her attention so badly? Because for so many of us, we were programmed to seek external validation. I remember when I was young, I tried so hard to get my father's approval. Every A grade, every sports achievement wasn't really for me. It was a silent plea. Look at me. Tell me I'm good enough. We learn a dangerous psychological lesson early on. Love is conditional. Love is something you have to earn through performance. And when we grow up, we simply transfer the object of that validation. We move it from our parents to our friends, our bosses, and of course to the woman we desire. She becomes our fuel source. And when she leaves, she doesn't just take her love. She has taken your entire fuel source. You aren't just heartbroken. You are empty. The panic you feel, the urge to text, to check. That isn't love. That's withdrawal. That's the black hole, desperate for its next hit to fill the void. You see? No contact will never work as long as you are still a black hole. You're just pretending to be silent, while your entire being is screaming, "Please, come back and fill me up." Here's the second coaching question. What is your fuel source? Are you burning on the gasoline of external approval? Or have you started searching for something within? This brings us to the biggest illusion in the original script, the idea of crushing her ego. This is a trap of the mind. The moment your goal is to crush something of hers, you have already lost. Why? Because you are still making her the center of your universe. Your emotions, your actions, even your revenge, all revolve around her. You are still the pathetic little planet trying to affect your sun. Stoic philosophy teaches us this. The root of all suffering is our attachment to things outside of our control. And you know what's outside of your control? Her ego, her thoughts, her feelings, Trying to crush her ego is like trying to use your willpower to command the sun not to shine. It is a useless waste of your energy. The real goal is not to crush her ego. The real goal is to make her ego irrelevant to you. The goal is to reclaim control over the only thing you have, your own internal core. The true psychological shift happens when you move your focus from, how do I make her regret it, to, how do I build a life where it doesn't matter if she regrets it or not? Here is the third coaching question, and be honest. If you knew with 100% certainty that she would never come back, would you still transform yourself? Would you still go to the gym, read the books, and build your career? If the answer is no, then you are still doing it for her. You are still the black hole. So, how do you build the star? How do you generate your own light? You have to find a new kind of fuel. Inner fuel. This is the hardest work. It requires you to sit alone in the silence, not to punish her, but to ask yourself, who am I when no one is clapping? What do I care about? What makes me feel alive, even if no one is watching? This isn't just about leveling up for her to see. You are undertaking a spiritual journey to change your fuel source. Instead of burning on validation, you must learn to burn on purpose. This isn't just about going to the gym. It's about finding why you value your body. It isn't just about making more money. It's about finding a mission, a problem you want to solve, something bigger than yourself. It isn't just about being silent. It's about finding peace in that silence. This internal fire, this fire of purpose, is what begins to generate the light of the star. It's stable. It's hot, and it belongs completely to you. I remember a friend of mine, after a terrible breakup, decided to build something. He was a programmer. He used all his pain and sleepless nights to create a small app to help independent musicians. For 6 months, he was obsessed. He worked, he learned, and a miracle happened. His obsession with the girl vanished. Not because he forced it, but because his fire of purpose burned brighter than his pain. The fourth coaching question, what is your fire? Are you burning on the gasoline of external approval or on the nuclear fire of your own internal purpose? When you start to burn on your own fuel, something magical happens. You start to have mass. You start to have gravity. This is absolute indifference. This indifference is not coldness. Coldness is a tactic, a black hole. Coldness is actively ignoring someone. It still requires energy. It still cares. True indifference is peace. It is the state of the star. The star doesn't try to ignore the asteroids. It's simply busy being a star. When you reach this state, you stop checking your phone. You stop caring what she is doing. Not because you are forcing yourself, but because you are genuinely busy burning your own fire. Your mind is filled with ideas for your project. Your body is craving its next workout. Your time is too valuable to waste analyzing someone who is not present. And this is the moment she begins to feel the shift. She will no longer feel your empty pull. Instead, she will feel something entirely different. She will feel your gravity. She will notice that your universe no longer revolves around her. You have become the center of your own universe. Psychology calls this a frame shift. She was used to being the prize in your frame. Now you have become the prize in your own frame, and she isn't even in it. This realization, that she is no longer the center of your orbit, is more powerful than any silent treatment. It doesn't crush her ego. It baffles it. It makes her question, wait, why isn't he chasing anymore? What did he find? The original script talks about her glowing. We get obsessed with the external glow-up, new clothes, trips, party pictures, but the real glow-up, the glow of the star, is internal. It's peace. It's the man who can sit alone in a coffee shop, with no phone, just drinking a cup of coffee, and be perfectly content in his own company. It's the man who walks into a room and his energy says, I am okay, before he even opens his mouth. It's the man who can listen to others without needing to prove he's smarter. This glow-up is presence. When you stop being the black hole, always needing, always pulling, you start becoming the star, always giving, always shining. You become generous with your energy, because you know you have an infinite supply from within. This glow is the most attractive thing on the planet. A woman might be momentarily attracted to money or looks, but she will bond for life with a man's peace. Because a man who is at peace with himself is the safest harbor in a chaotic world. The truth is, her glowing in her pictures is her trying to convince the world and herself that she's okay. Your glow will be real. Because you are okay. The fifth coaching question: which glow-up are you chasing? The external shine to impress, or the internal peace that needs to impress no one? When you become the star, you have gravity. Things will be pulled toward you. This is inevitable. Very likely she will feel that pull too. She will send that feeler text. Hey, how have you been? The black hole inside you will scream, it worked, I won. But the star does not. The star understands this is just an asteroid that has floated into its orbit. And this is your final test. Do you abandon all your inner work, collapsing back into a needy black hole for one crumb of her attention? Or do you remain the star? Remaining the star means you don't change your temperature. You don't become cold, that's revenge. You don't become hot, that's needy. You simply hold your peace, your warmth, and your purpose. The moment she realizes that even her presence cannot knock you off your orbit, that is when she truly understands you have changed. That is when she realizes she lost a star. We will not end with theory. We will end with a practice. Tonight, I want you to find 5 minutes. No phone. No distractions. Sit down and close your eyes. I want you to visualize a small flame burning in the center of your chest. This is your core. This is your purpose. Now visualize all the things you need from the outside. Her approval. The validation of friends. The envy of strangers. Visualize them as cold winds trying to blow out your flame. Feel how exhausting it is to try and shield that flame. Now, stop shielding it. Instead, put all your focus into the flame. Add fuel to it. What is the fuel? It's your why for exercising. It's your curiosity to learn a new skill. It's your kindness to a stranger. Make that flame burn bigger, hotter, and brighter until it no longer cares about the wind. It's too powerful. It creates its own warmth. Sit with that fire. Feel the power of being a source, not a void. This is not just a YouTube channel. This is an invitation to stop seeking light from others and to become the star yourself. If you are ready to begin that work, subscribe, and let's begin. By feeding your own inner fire. Thank you for listening.